Hello and happy Monday to all. I've been out doing my walking this morning. Do you have your coffee? I got my coffee too. I got me some German coffee. I sure do like it. It's called Jacob's and I love it. I heard a lot of bad things today about the Secret Service that was supposed to be protecting Donald Trump. I got a video up. It shows a Secret Service agent clearing out the people from behind the stage seconds before the shots rang out, and then you can see him ducking down. I've always wondered about that. I really have. I've looked at the Kennedy assassination in Dallas, Texas, November 22nd, 1963. And I've looked at that Zapruder film and some of the other films, and I've often wondered, the Secret Service was like a bunch of fumbling Keystone cops. They were riding in a car behind Kennedy. He told them that he didn't want the people to think, that he wasn't close to them. Well, they should have override his decision because their job is to protect the President of the United States of America. And the Secret Service of 1963 utterly failed, and we lost our president, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, to assassination. Then his brother was killed, shot in the head too. And we're all got question marks all these years later. We still don't know anything because President Johnson, he put a 150-year seal. He don't want people knowing his involvement and John Connally's involvement, CIA, FBI. He don't want people knowing that. So he figured 150 years, everything will be all right. Isn't that a shame? LBJ died with $900 million in his bank account. Isn't that something? Where'd he get the money at? Defense contractors. John Kennedy was going to prevent the war in Vietnam. He wasn't going to do it. He did not want our boys going over there and fighting a war that we had no business being in. Well, LBJ wanted it because he made all kinds of money, made lots of phone calls. And he told him, you tell those defense contractors, you tell them over there, them boys in Fort Worth, you let them know that they got to take care of Lyndon. If they want to get the contracts through, they got to take care of Lyndon. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? It's all about money. It's all about greed. And so many wonderful people were killed in the needless war in Vietnam. Some people call it Vietnam. I've always called it Vietnam. I guess it doesn't have an O in it, but I just always have. I guess correct pronunciation is Vietnam. But I was out walking this morning. My neighbor's dying of liver cancer and is pancreatic. And he came out to do some walking. I think it was Friday morning. And I guess he had a choking, spitting attack. I don't know. They've got him on chemotherapy and radiation. Sounds like he's got pneumonia. You know how they kill people with that stuff. They don't try to help anybody. One patient after the other. They just put them over on hospice after they're through making all kinds of money from them, burning their bodies up with radiation that don't help them, filling their bodies with chemotherapy that's got so many side effects. When my wife was taking that, there was literally books that thick, pages of side effects of the chemotherapy that they were pumping in my wife's veins. Isn't that something? Isn't that so? I got my tea kettle going right here with water in it. I'm going to put some more hot water in here right quick. I got this good coffee here. It's Jacob's coffee. I don't know if you've ever tried it or not, but I sure do like this. I tell you what, you talk about thorough enjoyment. This is thorough enjoyment. But I hope that the Secret Service wasn't involved in that, trying to take out Trump. I hope they weren't. I really, really hope that they weren't. But you know, this day and time, you just never know. You know, we all know that the government was involved in the murder of JFK in 1963. We all know that. This thing wasn't done in a corner, but it's sad though. You know? But anyway, that guy was walking and he spit up everywhere where I have to walk at on that street out there. And you know, today's Monday morning, I went out there walking and that stuff's still on the ground. I'm not trying to gross you out, but it looked like eggs sunny side up, two of them side by side. And the slop that came out of his mouth, it's still there. And listen, friends, we've been having hot, blaring sun on that road out there. And it's still there. It hadn't gone away yet. And I have to walk that way. I don't walk on it. I walk way to the side of it. But I just wish he hadn't done it there. I really do. Of course, he can't help it. You know, they're killing him with that radiation, that chemotherapy. Man sounds like he's literally got pneumonia now. They've hit him so hard with that stuff. But there's just a lot of things going on. I'm going by my daughter-in-law's today, my son's house, and I'm going to be praying with her. She's dying. Appreciate your prayers about her. They removed 2 large stones from her liver. And I never heard of liver stones. I never heard of it. I heard of kidney stone, but not liver stones. But they can't get her oxygen level up. And her immune system just took off. They can't control her oxygen level at all. And they've called hospice in. And she's going down for the count fast. And they can control her blood count's going way down, way down. So it's just a matter of time. That's why I'm going to drive way over there today, and I'm going to go in there and pray with her. So, but listen, you have a good day and enjoy your coffee, and try to have a good Monday. I'm really curious about what went on at that assassination attempt against Donald Trump. I'm wondering, was it an inside job? That's what's being said all over the social media. I've read quite a few things about that, and that's where I saw that video on how the Secret Service agent was clearing the people out from behind the stage, the rows behind Donald Trump, seconds before the shooters started firing. And they said a policeman actually went up on the roof, and that boy that had pointed the rifle at the cop, and he was so scared that he went back down, I guess, a ladder. Didn't do anything. And the snipers, the Secret Service snipers, they had the guy right there in their sights. They didn't shoot him till he had done shot 9 shots. Then after he fired 9 times, then they shot him. There's a lot of questions here, people. I don't know, you don't know. We're all kind of scratching our heads, aren't we? Well, hey, you have a good day now. I'll see you on the next video.